guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, and today I'm going to show you guys my Steelbook collection. So let's get into this video. Okay, so seeing as I recently picked up the Polar Express 4K Steelbook, which I have done an unboxing for, so if you want to go and see that, I'll put it in the description down below and at the end of this video. But yes, I thought I'd show you my up-to-date Steelbook collection. Some of these you have seen in previous videos. There are some that are recent pickups that I haven't been able to show you. So yeah, they're in no particular order. I'm just going to go through what I have in my pile. And yes, I've got about 2 big piles, and then I've got 2 Steelbooks I've kept to the side, which I'll show last. So yeah, so let's get into it. So, what Steelbooks do I own? Guardians of the Galaxy, this is the first one. Really cool Steelbook. I do need to get the other Marvel Steelbooks at some point. You'll see what I have in this pile, but I do need to get the second Guardians of the Galaxy one. Deadpool. This one is a little bit damaged. I mean, look at that. It's not the best looking Steelbook, but at the same time, it weren't too bad. I decided to keep it. So yeah, this is the first Deadpool one. I do need to get the second one. There's a lot of I need to get that you might see in this video. Okay, and the next one is the Zavvi exclusive of Candyman. As you can see, I got this in CEX. I thought this is a really cool Steelbook. It took me a bit of time before I bought it, but got it eventually. This one, Thor Ragnarok. This was in my local CEX store. I looked on Zavvi because apparently this was a Zavvi exclusive. Couldn't see it anywhere. It's not even like on the website where it says out of stock. So I think I found a rare Steelbook, and it's a really cool Steelbook, I'm not gonna lie. And then another one of my recent pickups, and that is Men in Black. I love this film, so of course when the Steelbook came out, I was like, need it in my collection, without a doubt. Okay, and this one is a special box edition of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is one that comes with a book and I believe photos. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll get the... if it comes out, I'll show you the Steelbook. So that is the front and that is the back. I actually quite enjoy this film. I love Scarlet Witch. I think she's a badass. Okay, and the next one is, of course, I have the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles films on Steelbook. This is the first one. I thought this was really cute. I do kind of wish the title was on the front, but at the same time, I like the fact that the masks are, what's it, embodied, something like that. Okay, then I have Avengers Infinity War. This is a really cool looking Steelbook. I like the colours. I like the fact that it goes from orange to blue to green. And then if I just show you the back, massive Thanos. Such a badass villain, not gonna lie. Okay, and then I have Avengers. This is the first one. Bit of a plain looking Steelbook, but a good Steelbook nonetheless. Most of these I got from CEX, so they weren't too bad. Of course, I have the Back to the Future Steelbook set. I will admit the box is getting a little bit damaged, or at least the J card anyway is getting a little bit damaged. But if you haven't seen these Steelbooks, it's basically they do connect to make the DeLorean. It's a very bad angle, but that's the best as I could do. But no, as soon as I could afford this Steelbook, because I think I found it on sale on Zavvi. I was like, as soon as I could get this, I was like, I'm having it. I need it in my collection. I love the fact that it connects and makes a picture, you know, so definitely glad I have this in my collection. And then the next one, of course, is the most recent pickup, and that is the Polar Express. I look forward to seeing what this is like in 4K, but no, this is a really cute Steelbook. So like I said, I have done an unboxing for it, so go and check that out. Okay, and then on to the next pile. This is another recent pickup. I picked this up last month, and that is Toy Story 3. This is the 4K, £15 in CEX, whereas brand new on like eBay and stuff, people are selling it for like 30, 40. So I thought that was a pretty good bargain. So now I need to get the other Steelbooks of this. I also picked up Corpse Bride. This was when I was in Norwich. I think this is a really cool looking steelbook. I mean, the artwork alone is beautiful. And yeah, so I think that's a fun looking steelbook. Then I picked up Friday the 13th, the 8 movie collection steelbook. This is one of the heaviest steelbooks I've got. That's just like the metal case itself. But I do have the set on Blu-ray, but I like the fact that I also have it on steelbook. This one is of course Fright Night. This is not the 4K one, which I do hope to pick up at some point to add to this collection. But no, this one Jamie Powell was selling, so I brought it off him because I've been looking for this everywhere at a cheap price. So yeah, I'm so glad I was able to buy this off him, and I look forward to when the 4K steelbook comes out in the UK, because I will be picking that bad boy up. Okay, and the next one is Captain America Civil War. This is a nice simple steelbook. It was one of the I think it's like one of the first ones that come out of this. But I look forward to adding more of the Captain America steelbooks. Next one is Braveheart. I picked this up because I actually haven't seen Braveheart, and I thought this is a pretty cool steelbook, especially the back of it. I think the texture in that is really cool, so I look forward to giving this a watch. Okay, and the next one I picked up was Avengers Age of Ultron. This is like another plain one with just the letter, but at the same time I think this is a really cool steelbook. And then the back of it is Ultron himself, if it focuses. There we go. So I do have all the Avengers films. Yeah, I do have all the Avengers and stuff. I had to think then. And the next one I have is Scream. This is Scream 5. This is a really cool steelbook. I love it. I love anything Scream related. I'm still waiting for my Scream 2 steelbook, to which, if I saw on Zavvi, they've pushed the release date to the end of November, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, but it's fine. I will get it in my collection eventually. But I do have the first Scream movie somewhere in this pile. God knows where it is. I'll show the next two together, and that is Grease 2 and Grease. I now have both. Love it. Favourite musicals, I do love them. I like the fact that they are matching. When things match, it just feels perfect when you're a collector. If they don't match, it feels a little bit odd. Okay, and then the next one is one I picked up in Norwich, and that is Space Jam. I loved this film growing up as a kid, and you know what? I actually didn't mind the sequel. So what? But no, Space Jam, I saw this and I thought it was in pretty good nick. I really like the look of it. I mean, even just the back. Look at that. So I most probably will pick up the Space Jam New Legacy steelbook at some point. Just not sure when. I think it would have to be a good price, I think, in my eyes. Try and get this back in the case now. And it's not going to get in the case. Get in the case. This is the only thing when you have things with cases. Okay, you know what? We're not going to bother with that. Okay, and the next one I have is Bad Boys, Bad Boys. What you gonna do? Yes, I really enjoyed the first film. I still need to watch the second and third one at some point. But yeah, I saw the steelbook and I thought £5, that's not too bad. And then the next two I have, I just need to take the note out. This was from the amazing Evander Slayer Reviews. He sent me both steelbooks of... Oh, sorry. My phone's gone. You're dying. He sent me both steelbooks of Spider-Man No Way Home, which I thought was really awesome. Thank you so much for these. I'm so glad I have these in my collection. If you haven't watched me unbox those, I suggest you watch it because I get a little bit emotional. And the next one is Dirty Dancing. This is the 4K steelbook. The reason why I picked this up is because you can't get Dirty Dancing on 4K separately. So the only way you can get it on 4K is in steelbook format. And I thought, you know what, why not? Because this is a really cute steelbook. And I look forward to seeing how this looks in 4K. Almost there, almost there, guys. We're almost there. Okay, and the next one is another big box set, and that is The Last Action Hero. Of course, I put my order for this in straight away when this was announced. And I think... What number was this one? I'll need to find out and I'll let you know. But, yeah, so this is The Last Action Hero steelbook. a fun movie. I love it. You know, it's cheesy. It's one of Arnie's, you know, more unique films, and I love it. Okay, the next one I have is Jumanji. The reason why I picked this up is because it looks like the board game, even on the inside. I'll just show you when there's no paperwork inside. There we go. It looks like the board game, which I love it when things look like props or represent the film in some way. Love it. Okay, and the next one is It Chapter 2. I picked this up because I think it looked like a really cool steelbook. I do need to get the others. I mean, I like the fact that this connects like so. This is a 4K and a Blu-ray. Is it 4K and Blu-ray? Yeah, 4K and Blu-ray. So I do need to pick up the rest. Then I have The Incredibles 2. Most of these are from my local CEX because I was like, wow, I'm not going to miss out on that. Of course I have Hocus Pocus in steelbook format. I would like the one from America with the book, where it's the book itself. That looks like a really cool steelbook. But I will settle for this for now because this also looks like an amazing steelbook. So glad I have that in my collection. Okay, and the next one is, make sure I don't have this back to front, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This is the 4K steelbook. I think this was actually the first steelbook I ever picked up. Yeah, it was the first steelbook I ever picked up. But yeah, so this is the 4K and the Blu-ray. I will be watching this at some point. We are nearing Christmas. Just saying. Next one is another big box set one, and that is for The Green Mile. Of course, when this got announced, I was going to pick this up no matter what, because it's The Green Mile. It's an absolutely amazing film. If you haven't watched it, I seriously recommend that you do. Okay, and then just put it back in its box. Then the next one we have is Spider-Man Far From Home. I think this is like the second steelbook I picked up, so I just need Spider-Man Homecoming. Then I have all three of those steelbooks. But yeah, so that is the front and the back. Here's the first Scream movie, of course. As soon as this was announced, I said to myself, I've got to pick it up. Who doesn't want to pick this up? Absolutely cool looking steelbooks. Okay, the next one I have is Raya and the Last Dragon. This is a fun little steelbook. It's simple, but fun. The next one I have is RoboCop. I thought this was a really cool looking steelbook. I think it's an Arrow release steelbook, I think. But yeah, so I'm glad I have that in my collection. Romeo and Juliet. I picked this up because of how gorgeous this thing looks. I mean, look at it. I know it's just simple, but I loved it. And then there's the speech on the inside. And yeah, this is like one of my favourite steelbooks, I will admit. Of course, I picked up the original Nightmare on Elm Street steelbook when I was in the phase of wanting to add a lot of steelbooks to my collection. And the reason why is because of how cool the front is. Look at that. And then, of course, you've got Freddy on the back there. Oh, I love this steelbook. Love it. Okay, and the next one I have is Monsters, Inc. A lot of these I picked up from my local CEX, which is a little bit odd because I am in a small town. So the fact that there was quite a few big named steelbooks in there surprises me. But yeah, so that is Monsters, Inc. And then, of course, I do have The Mask. I found this steelbook on eBay at a pretty good price, so I thought, why not? There we go. And then onto my final two special edition lots. So in this box, I'm not going to take it out, is another version of this, but this is unwrapped. So this is still brand new and sealed. This cost my mum and sister quite a bit of money because it is a very rare item. And the fact that it's still in its sealed wrapping is amazing. So thank you so much. It will forever stay in this box where it will be protected. And then finally ending on Avengers Endgame. This massive steelbook I got in a subscriber mail, to which thank you so much. Again, I was not expecting this. This is a massive box set, but I'll just show you the steelbook because I have done an unboxing of this. So if you want to go and check that out, I suggest you do. But yeah, so this is Avengers Endgame. Epic film. Epic, epic film and an epic, epic steelbook. Okay, so that is all my steelbooks up to date. So this is everything I currently own. Obviously, I'm still waiting for Scream 2, the Steelbook, to come out, but I'll just do an up-to-date Steelbook collection next year. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And also leave me your comments and thoughts on the Steelbooks I own. Is there any you recommend that I should add to my collection? Is there any that you like the look of? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time.